just thank God for them. I want to share a reading from actually Philippians. And the blessing of it is we had this shared. We read from this chapter every Sunday. Amen. This is Philippians 2. Amen. Amen. And we're going to share from Philippians 2, starting at verse 2. And then we're going to jump. Amen. If you got it, if you're there, say, I got it. Amen. It says, fulfill my joy by thinking the same way, having the same love, sharing the same feelings, focusing on one goal. But then go to verse 5. Make your own attitude that of Christ Jesus, who existing in the form of God, did not consider equality with God as something to be used. Amen. 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 This is such a beautiful letter that Paul gave to the Philippians, because he wanted them to understand that they have to be chasing the same goal. Amen. They have to share the same love. Yes. Amen. Amen. And then he said they got to even share the same feelings. Isn't that great? Yes, sir. So I thought about this message, and as I studied it a little bit, sometimes you might have, not this church as Pastor would say, but you have some of us that are not focusing on the same goal. Amen. And we're not sharing the same love. Amen. And if that is not at the foundation, then we can't move forward. Amen. Paul was encouraging the Philippians to keep on going. I heard some great things. Just keep on going. Amen. And then he said, I'm not comparing you to Christ, but if there's anybody that you want to look up to, he's the one you need to focus on. Amen. If there's any other example, Jesus Christ is the one. But then he got very, very technical. He talked about, actually it's in verse 6, he talked about the form. And in the Greek, that means morphe. Amen. And what that simply means is an outward manifestation of an inner reality. Amen. Yes, sir. So whatever is on the inside will eventually manifest itself on the outside. Amen. So sometimes you can try to force somebody to do what they need, they need to be doing, but it might not be on the inside. Amen. But here's a great part about this. You can get that fixed. Amen. All you got to do is look to the example, and his name is Jesus. That's how you can fix that. Amen. And when we start to focus on the walking embodiment of God, then we can come together achieving the same goal. Amen. It don't take 100 people, 200 or 300 or 3,000 to get God's work done. Amen. God looking for a group to stay focused on one goal, so we can get to the next level in our faith. Amen. It takes faith. But let me just throw this at you here now. I have been very fortunate to acquire players that have come in and join our team, and very talented players. And when they join the team, there is a transitional hurdle that they always go through. Yes, sir. No matter how good they are, no matter how much they say they love Jesus. But in order for them to get on the same page of the culture of God, they got to be on one focus with the team. Right. Does everybody hear what I'm saying? You can bring in a talented person, you can bring in whoever you believe that's going to help you get the job done. But if they're not sharing the same love, the same feelings, and the same goal, you're not going to accomplish what you need to. Amen? In fact, they come in, the outward appearance is schema. Amen? It's always changing. But your more sustains who you are. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Your outward appearance, in other words, you will see some changes on the outside all the time. You're going from a baby to a child to to youth to an adult to old age, right? The outward appearance will change.
Yes.
But that inner man, that inner being of God should never change. And the point I'm making here is that you see some persons that look almost the same as you do. You understand? And you can say after a while, and I had one player got on the court, and boy did he act a monkey. He just cut up and made us look so bad, I was just embarrassed. Amen? And I realized that I didn't see that coming.
Yes.
But because his inside was not focused and on God,
Yes.
you're going to have crazy stuff like that happen.
Yes.
It's only a matter of time before it shows itself.
Oh, yes.
Amen? So I told the administration, I told the team, we're not going to push him out and get rid of him.
Yes.
We're going to bring him in. And we're going to pray with him, and we're going to teach him what's right.
Yes.
Amen? And it starts with the heart.
Yes.
It starts with love.
Yes.
Amen? And when you start addressing the inner being, the morphe,
Yes.
only then can you get that outward manifestation to show that God is on the inside. Amen? Can somebody say amen? It starts on the inside.
Yes.
You can talk it, you can walk it, but eventually the manifestation is going to show itself.
Yes, it is.
And you will know who's with you or who's not with you. Amen. But I thank God for all of you because God is being seen on the outside. Amen. So I just want to leave you with that nugget and let us give thanks unto the Lord Almighty for telling us that he sent his son to show us how to do it. And God bless you.